R2 the dog. I ain't even been feeling like doing this. But let's get it. Yeah. It's probably the real level up. BIP Red Dog 1.
The O is for the 16 ounces that's in the whole pound. They really out here feeling my music. Shout out the whole town. K is for the killers I know who keep the 4 pound. You give an inch, he taking the mile like it was 4th down. The L is for the ladies for sure. I mean the real ones who out here working hard for they.
What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy R2, and man, we back with another banger. So grab your popcorn and your cold drink and go on over there and hit that like button, and then hit that subscribe button. And after you do that, hit that bell so when I drop these bangers, you be one of the first people to put your eyes on it. You know what I'm talking about? What's good? What's happening with y'all, man? What's popping? We back, man. First and foremost, I want to thank the supporters, the people who pull up, take the time to, like the videos. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all the fuel to this fire right along with that bag. You know what I'm saying? Because we can never, ever, 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 ever forget about that bag, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, man. Getting that bag, feeding your family. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we got a wild story today. And anytime we talk about these cases, bro, let's get it understood that we are talking allegedly. We're not giving, unless I say it's a fact and we got proof that it's a fact or it's on camera or something like that. You dig what I'm saying? We're not doing the police job. At the end of the day, we just running the content how we get it. You feel me? So with that being said, let's jump right into it. Man, we got a hot story today. I don't know if y'all seen it. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it being talked about. I'm not sure if you know about the singer named David. I hadn't really heard about this cat, and still to right now, I haven't listened to his music. But go stream that music, man. Go stream David. Shout out to David. I hope you come from up under this situation. It don't really look good, but at the end of the day, the truth gotta come out. You know what I mean? And for him not to be in custody, I don't think that the police think he was responsible, but who knows? Anyway, yeah, man. So this singer David, he's a worldwide singer. You know what I mean? He's worldwide known. He got a crazy fan base. Like I said, I never heard of him. I think he's a pop artist. I owe it to him to go and check his music out. So when I finish this video, I'm gonna get on YouTube Music and I'm gonna throw some David on. You feel me? But that's just me being a real nigga. But so a 15-year-old girl, man, she was missing from the Inland Empire in California, and her body was found, dismembered in the trunk of a Tesla that's registered to this cat. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, see the internet nowadays, man, the internet is so crazy and so important to life nowadays, man, because the internet can make or break you, man. The internet will do some digging that most people wouldn't believe that the internet can do, but it can, because some kind of way this dude allegedly, from the story that I got, that he didn't know this girl. Well, the internet went and dug up all of these photos and all of this different content from this guy actually streaming with this girl, when she was a kid or whatever. He met her some kind of way. I think he was maybe 15 or 16 when they first met. She was like 11 or 12 or something like that. And honestly, man, I don't want my 11-year-old daughter hanging out with a 16-year-old boy. Let's start there. I don't want my 11-year-old daughter hanging out with a 16-year-old boy. I don't give a damn if y'all streaming partners or whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever's going on. But some kind of way, shape, or form in the mix of her knowing this guy, and come to find out years later, she gets found, her body gets found. She's been missing from the Inland Empire area of California. That's like the valley, you know what I'm saying? in the IE. They call it the IE. And she's missing from there. 15 years old, man. And she's found in the trunk of a Tesla that's registered to him. And I think he was, trying to, say, or I think people assumed that he didn't know this girl, but the internet is gonna always dig up the content, man, because these streams, they get clipped and they get saved and they get shared to these different platforms, and you just never know who's clipped who's took a screen record of your streaming clip or anything like that. So I got a clip. We're going to run it just so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. Let's check that out first, and then we'll continue to dive into it and break it down and look at it. So let's check out this clip.
But that breaking news, details after a body was found inside a car at a Hollywood tow lot today. There's no immediate information about the identity of the person found inside, but Eyewitness News has learned the 2023 Tesla is registered in Hempstead, Texas to multi-platinum artist and musician David Anthony Burke, known professionally as David. This is video of David performing on Jimmy Kimmel Live in 2023. The grim discovery was made after nearby residents complained about a foul odor. Police say the impound.
So her identity has been identified. Her name was Celeste Rivas. Her name was Celeste Rivas. She was 15 years old, and her body was found in a bag, obviously dismembered, in that trunk of that Tesla. Now, from the report that I'm reading, it says that, David has been very cooperative with the police. Now, we can't just automatically say that he had something to do with her dying. Maybe he didn't, because I'm thinking like this. All Tesla vehicles got cameras, man. All Tesla vehicles got cameras, and all you got to do is run them cameras and see what happened and how she got in that trunk, because it's got to show somebody putting a bag in the trunk or something in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? How her body ended up there, how that bag ended up there. It's got to show. And if the people who did it didn't use, proper, protection like mask and things of that nature, it could be solved that way. Now, it's registered to David, the singer, so it looks bad for him. Definitely, seeing as how it was assumed in the beginning that he didn't know this girl. Did he tell the police that? I don't know. Seeing as that it's being reported that he's being cooperative and he ain't been took to jail. So he ain't been took to jail. So he's not in custody, he's not in jail. So I can't say that, it's all on him, because see, the police, if it was just open and shut, if it was obvious, if it was something, they would have took him down already. And I think they searched his house for evidence or blood or anything of that nature to try to see if it was any kind of DNA matching her. I think they searched his home, and I don't think they found anything, because they haven't took him to jail yet. I don't hope he goes to jail, but if he did that to that girl, hey man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to face your consequences. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing, man. My condolences to Celeste Rivas and her family. Her mother and father. I'm pretty sure that's devastating, man, for her to be missing. I think she was missing for like a year, maybe more. I could be wrong. I think she was missing since 2024. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I'm just trying to look and see if maybe I can, scan and find some more information real quick. But yeah, I believe she was missing since 2024, I believe. And he's 20 years old. The singer, he's 20 years old. She's 15, so that's a 5-year difference. 20 and 15. In my opinion, a 20-year-old ain't got no business with a 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Just like I feel like a 16-year-old don't got no business with 11-year-old, and I think that's the story that's spinning right now. The narrative is that that's when they met, and supposedly the mama told social media or put it out there that it was she had allegedly had a boyfriend named David. That's just allegedly. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that says that. And it says that the matter of fact, it says they trying to find out what she was doing right before her, her killing. And they investigating into the photos and stuff that has floated up online about this guy, about the singer David and this girl being together. Like they showing different streams and different videos, but see nowadays, man, people can Photoshop that stuff together. So you have to do your due diligence when you checking into these stories, man. You can't just believe everything you see on the internet, because every picture that you see on the internet is not legit. Let's put that out there. So, man, we just gotta pray for this young man, and we gotta, send our condolences to Celeste Rivas and her family, because I mean, the internet is trying to make it look like something, and we don't have the facts yet. We don't know if he's guilty. We don't know. But we do know the facts that her body was found in a Tesla, in the trunk of a Tesla, that was registered to him. So he's in trouble as far as, he's got the microscope on him right now. So what he does in the near days, what happens in the near days is important. We're going to stay locked into the story, and we're going to keep trying to find, what's going on, because they say they served a warrant in his crib at Hollywood Hills on Wednesday. And, man, it's just crazy, man. I feel bad for her. My condolences to Celeste Rivas and her family, because it says that her body was severely decomposed. Severely decomposed. So her body had rigor mortis had set in, and her body had, and they were reporting. They had reports of a foul smell, and anybody who knows about decomposing bodies, that odor is going to be, it's just going to be too much to deal with. And they were getting reports, and that's how it was. Her body was discovered, and it was found at a tow yard. So, I mean, it's got to be a reasonable explanation as to why his Tesla was at the tow yard. Maybe somebody stole it. Maybe he had reported that Tesla stolen. And I need to do some research and find out if indeed he did report that Tesla stolen, because if it was at the tow yard, he had to have reported it stolen if it's registered to him. So if it was at the tow yard, then it's registered to him. So if it was me and it's my vehicle registered to me, and I know that it's got taken to the tow yard, I will be trying to figure out what's up with my vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Unless he just wanted to cash in on the the insurance claim or whatever. But at that, I mean, it just kind of doesn't make sense to do that either, because this is a Tesla we talking about. They got low jack on a Tesla. They got GPS on a Tesla. So did somebody steal the car? Why was it at a tow yard? You know what I'm saying? So those are questions that need to be answered. And man, I think we owe it to Celeste Rivas and her family to try to figure out what's going on. So y'all stay tuned, because in the next days to come, we will, report back to this story, man. I'm going to try to find some more information, but I can only report it as I get it. And as of right now, they served a search warrant at his crib in Hollywood. And they took several items from his house, like his laptops, his computers, things like that. So they digging into him, man. If he did something, he's in hot grease. If he did something, he's cooked for sure, because it looks bad. The people running up in his house, taking his computers, his phone, probably. They want to, they probably took his passport. Hey, going out of the country is over with for a minute until we settle this, figure this thing out. We're gonna take these computers, take these electronics to see if there's anything in here that links to this young lady. Um, and the police are trying to retrace her last days. Um, the car had a Texas license plate on it. The Tesla had a Texas license plate on it. And her body parts were found in a bag like a duffel. You know what I'm saying? So that car is registered Texas license plate to this man. So was that just a car was that one of his play cars that he had somewhere sitting, just chilling, and somebody ended up stealing it? And Tesla's got cameras, man. So I'm pretty sure they got that Tesla and they swabbing it down, trying to see if they can get any kind of DNA, any kind of evidence that they can, that can lead to an arrest. So, like I said, man, we can't put it on David. As of right now, we cannot put it on David. I know a lot of people trying to spin it like it's him, but we can't put it on David because as of right now, the police done already ran up on the man. If they would have found something in his crib, he'd be ganked up right now for sure. He'd be in the police station. But they didn't find nothing. They didn't find no obvious, no clothes with blood on it or nothing like that. Because if they did, his ass would be locked up. That's for sure. That's what we do know. But we do know that the car was registered to him, but it was at a tow yard. It ended up at a tow yard. So the police are trying to retrace her last steps, this little girl, to try to figure out what was going on. If somebody's seen anything, try to catch any kind of cameras. I'm pretty sure they're looking at all the cameras that are available to them and trying to see if they could, possibly retrace her steps or if anybody knows anything. They say David is cooperating with the cops. So to me, it doesn't seem like he would be, that would be dumb for him to have her body in the trunk of a car that's registered to himself. You know what I'm saying? If he was trying to get away with anything. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm sold on David being the suspect here. So we'll keep David in our prayers as well as Celeste Rivas's family, her mother and dad, and the rest of her family. We'll keep them in our prayers as well. Condolences to her. And yeah, man, y'all just stay tuned. We'll be back to this topic in the next couple of days. We're gonna do some more research, see what's going on, and we're gonna stay tuned. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Thank you to supporters, the people who come watch these videos, the people who comment. I love y'all. And until next time, man, it's your boy R2. Peace, love, one.